Assalamu alaikum. Okay, the exile of American-born Muslims. What am I going to talk about? I'll begin with a question. What is the largest group of Muslims in America? The largest group of Muslims in America? Well, of course, among the Muslims, what's the largest group? Well, let's see. Men? No, maybe not. Women? Immigrants? Converts? I don't know. Well, let's just try to calculate that, roughly. They say that in the United States there's somewhere between, some estimates are as low as 4 million Muslims, some are as many as 8. Let's take the median between those two. Let's take 6 for our hypothesis here. Let's say there are 6 million Muslims in America right now. I think it doesn't affect the calculations all that much. But let's say there are 6. Estimates are that there is approximately 1 million of those 6 Muslims, approximately 1 million of those are converts. Okay, so we'll take the 1 million or so converts and put them on the side temporarily. That leaves 5 million other Muslims. Okay, but wait a minute. For a second, let's take those 5 million and those million and put them back together. Look at that 6 million Muslim population. Most of those Muslims are family members. They come from Muslim families. The average Muslim family has at least 3 children. Muslims seem to like to have children, so maybe 4 or 5 would be a proper average. But let's say 3, just to make it conservative. So that says in a family of 5 Muslims, we have 3 that are children. 3 that are Americans born in this society to Muslim parents. That's 60% of those 6 million Muslims are Americans born of Muslim families in America. 60% of 6 million is 3.6 million. Toss back in 1 million converts, that's 4.6 million. 4.6 million out of 6 million is at least 75%. Somebody tell me where they are. Because I go from mosque to mosque to mosque around this country, to Islamic center to Islamic center to Islamic center, speaking to Muslim audiences, and I don't see them. They're unrepresented in almost every audience I see. Oh, you might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 showing up at conferences like this, maybe even 10 or 15. But if you go to most Muslim communities about America and you go to their masjids, you go to their community meetings, you go to their community events, they're not there. In Lawrence, Kansas, we're said to have somewhere now, the estimates are between 500 and 1,000 American-born Muslims living in that community and the surrounding communities. Do you know how many show up to the Friday prayer, week in, week out, or the community meetings? 2. Myself and 1 other. Where is that 75%? The invisible 75% that we rarely see. Through the past 50 years, there's been a large-scale, steady flow of immigrants to America from Muslim countries through the past 50 years. There were large-scale immigrations before that, but for the past 50 years, almost half a century, we've had a sustained, continuous influx of Muslims from throughout the world. And although they have created American Muslim institutions like MSA, ICNA, ISNA, AINA, or I think AMC, various other abbreviations, and etc., the religion has not really taken root in this country, even after half a century. Because in order to take root, it has to take root among the indigenous population, among the born population. We've been here half a century. When I entered this religion back in 1982, and I used to go to the mosque to pray, I would find that the composition of the mosque consisted basically of immigrant Muslims and visiting foreign students, and a handful or 2 of converts to Islam. In the 1990s, early 1990s, whenever I would go to a mosque anywhere in the country, I would find that the majority of that community would be immigrant Muslims, visiting foreign students, and 1 or 2 at most converts in that congregation. When I go to the mosque today, the situation is the same. In 50 years, you could have at least 3 generations of Muslims. Where's the second and the third? We're talking about taking the message of Islam to the world, winning the modern world to Islam. We're not even winning with our own children. So we have to start asking why.